The topic of this video is finding the vertical asymptotes of a rational function. Let's look at a problem. Capital R of x equals, all right, we've got a rational function. The numerator is x cubed minus 125. The denominator is x squared minus 8x plus 15. The steps are to factor the numerator and denominator and reduce to lowest terms. There will be a vertical asymptote at each value of x where the reduced denominator polynomial equals 0. All right, so we know we need to factor. Let's start by factoring our numerator. So we'll do this in our side workspace. Our numerator is x cubed minus 125. All right, so this is a difference of cubes. Our big hint is that we've got an exponent of 3 here. In addition, 125 is the result when you multiply 5 times 5 times 5. In other words, when you cube 5. So this can be written in difference of cubes form, where it's something cubed minus something cubed. We just have to figure out what are the things that we are cubing. So what do we have to raise to the third power to make x cubed? X. What do we have to raise to the third power to make 125? 5. So this is our A, this is our B, and we'll use our factoring formula shown here. The right-hand side of the factoring formula gives us the factored answer. So we're going to have A minus B times A squared plus AB plus B squared. Everywhere we see an A, we're going to put x. Everywhere we see a B, we're going to put 5. So we're going to get x subtract 5, x squared plus x times 5 plus 5 squared. And we'll simplify that to make x minus 5, x squared plus 5x plus 25. All right, so we have now factored our numerator. Now we're going to turn our attention to the denominator, which is x squared minus 8x plus 15. Okay, this is a simple trinomial. What I mean by simple is that the leading coefficient is 1. And so in order to factor this, we just need to come up with two numbers that multiply to make 15, but add to make negative 8. Those numbers are negative 3 and negative 5. Put an x in front of each one to make it into a binomial, and you've got your factored form. You can always check it with FOIL. We've got x times x makes x squared, minus 5x minus 3 more x makes minus 8x, and a negative 3 times a negative 5 makes a positive 15. All right, so now that we have our factored version of the numerator and our factored version of the denominator, we'll come back to our problem, and we're going to rewrite our function here. So r of x will now be rewritten as numerator x minus 5 times x squared plus 5x plus 25. Denominator is rewritten as x minus 3, x minus 5. Okay, the next step is to reduce to lowest terms. We see that we do have a common factor top and bottom, the binomial x minus 5. Anything divided by itself is the number 1, and anything times 1 is itself. So this gives us our reduced r of x function. And our reduced r of x function equals x squared plus 5x plus 25 over x minus 3. All right, so now we have to set our reduced denominator polynomial equal to 0. So we have x minus 3 set equal to 0, which gives us x equals 3. Now this is the solution to this linear equation, but it is more than that. It is also the equation of the vertical asymptote. Remember, x equals 3 is the equation of a vertical line. So if I were to create a quick sketch here, what we have found is that this function, when graphed, will have the vertical asymptote x equals 3, which is this orange dashed line here. All right, so we have completed this problem.